Red is a D-rank adventurer also known as Gideon Ragnarsson. In an instant, he had the idea to see Regent Zoltan, who lives in a nearby town and earns a livelihood by harvesting and selling herbs in the hopes of eventually earning enough to start his own business and have a peaceful life. Red's inability to use magic, despite his lack of confidence in it, is his vulnerability. He was then on his way to the Adventure Guild in the area to collect his payment. He took his payment, then several adventurers from behind said, "You can join our party." Red is the type of person that wants to live a peaceful life and is eager to aid those in need, but isn't particularly into violence. Then he replied that no, it is fine for me to do what I am best at. In addition, I've always wanted to operate my own pharmacy. Then he left from there. As soon as he came out of the Adventure Guild and stood up, a boy ran towards him, arrived, and inquired about his divine blessing. He then instructs him to leave for home without responding. Hearing this, he left from there. Now let's talk a little about divine blessing. Divine blessing gives people powers as well as skills according to their type. However, since his divine blessing only allows him to guide people, that's why one day he was thrown out of the hero party for this low-class blessing of his. That night, he lay in bed, wondering why he was kicked out of the hero party. A member of his party named Ares. One day, he was called out and told to leave the party. Because he was so weak, his skills were of no use to the party. Then he says, "Hero will never ask you to leave his party. Instead, I say, go away." He then bowed his head and told him to tell them that I had died for some reason. That was the whole reason he was kicked out of the hero party. Despite his low-level divine blessing, which renders him powerless, he possesses extremely potent other skills. He was looking for medicine in the forest. Then an owlbear came running from behind to attack. He survived and climbed the tree. Upon returning with the medication, he noticed a large group of adventure party attendees standing nearby. They then told him that you know the forest well. For that, you have to go with us to kill the owlbear. He declined them right away, telling them that living a quiet life was healthy for me. Then they angrily left the place. Then one night, Tanha's uncle came and slammed the door of his room. The reason was that he had a high fever. He then started to check him, and the doctor told him that he did not have the medicine that he needed. He then thought a lot and said that this medicine will surely be found in the forest. His uncle abruptly lowered his head and requested that he bring it. He was worried to see this. He then went to fetch the medicine without much thought. Then he applied Swift Mastery. That's increased Red's movement speed by 10 times, such that, when sprinting, he went there and saw that the whole forest was on fire. He then goes to take the medicine when the owlbear stands in front of him. He then killed him in one blow and left from there. After that, his body recovered because he brought herbs quickly. Then everyone thanked him for bringing the medicine. His uncle said that the other adventurers had gone mad and set the forest on fire. How much medicine will be wasted? It is useless to contemplate. After that, he departed. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon to get any updates.